In the sample video, we told you guys why you need the highest quality. Now I want to show you guys really what it meant and why I made $1 million extra at least because I invested in quality over, cheaper products. So there's a lot of benefits to having higher quality, and there's also a lot of downfalls to having lower quality. So I want to quickly highlight the negatives of having low quality. All right, so here's the downfalls of having a lower quality product. You're going to get a lower star rating overall because people aren't as happy with your product, or you're going to have to sell it at a really low price and you're just not going to have a very high perceived quality. And if you want to charge a higher price and then you have a lower quality product, you're definitely going to get negative reviews and people just aren't going to be happy. And you're just not going to be as proud of your product. But what happens when you have a lower star rating? You get a lower conversion rate. It's well proven. The number of reviews is not the most important thing. The most important thing is your star rating. And let's say you don't have the highest quality product. You're going to get negative reviews, and it's going to be harder to get people to write positive reviews. Now you might get stuck in a thing where a lot of sellers do, and they try to cheat and get reviews, and they get your account banned or your product banned, or you get your just the listing banned. Like, there's so many downfalls to having this, and you're like spending all of your time instead of building products and making people happy. You have unhappy customers. You're wasting your time on now trying to fight and keep that star rating up. You have a harder time ranking because your conversions are lower, your ad costs are higher. Overall, nobody's happy because you didn't put in that little bit of time to make sure you had the highest quality product. Additionally, you now have a high return rate. So you have to deal with all these returns now, and then all that whole process, and literally all of this could just be solved by having a higher quality product. And the worst case scenario is something like this happens. So this happened with the solar eclipse glasses, where people didn't make sure that they had the highest quality product that wasn't certified. And it ended up being a nationwide recall, and people lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I'll show you guys a news clip right here. And this is a large part of me because I realized this and I started warning Amazon. They didn't even catch on to it right away, but we contacted some certification bodies and other people got involved. And luckily they caught on to it and saved a lot of people's lives. But check this out.
Is everybody excited about the solar eclipse? It's a week from today. Yeah, we're going to talk about that with Jen because, you got to be careful. You can't just look directly at it. And so people are very concerned about this. And because you could injure your eyes, it's a highly anticipated event. It'll take place, Oregon, South Carolina. You have to use special glasses to avoid serious damage to your eyes. And Dr. Ashton is here to help us find sure that we make the right ones. So thank you, Jen, for that. So people are excited about this. There's a lot of concern that Amazon is out in front of this.
That's right. And listen, the risk is damage or potentially loss of your vision. The danger is very real. And if you think about it, it's because on a normal day, no eclipse, you look up at the sun for a few seconds, it's too bright. You can't actually stare at it. But in a partial solar eclipse, you can be lulled into this sense that you can look for longer than normal, even some minutes in case, and really do damage. So Amazon, very, very concerned. They put out this statement overnight saying, we asked third-party sellers that were offering solar eclipse glasses to provide actual documentation to verify their products were compliant with relevant safety standards. Sellers who did not provide the appropriate documentation have been removed, and customers who purchased from them were notified last week. And they've Amazon also even offered to issue refunds to some of those customers who purchased these products.
Counterfeits that are out
this
there.
is not something you can play around with.
No, so how does the solar eclipse affect your
All right,
eyes?
so let's go to some medicine and science of the eye, a little bit 101. If you think of the eye like a big magnifying glass on a normal basis, its job is to take that light, it registers it in the back of the eye and magnifies an image that we see. When it can be burned, which is a condition called solar retinopathy, if you look at this image, these are actual images of burns on the back of the retina. That little yellow dot there is a burn that can cause permanent damage, and that might not give you any pain because there are no pain sensors in the back of the retina. So all you would see is maybe some blurred vision a couple of hours later. Last night I spoke to Dr. Jack Dugan of Wills Eye Hospital.
What did he say?
He said they are very concerned that people are going to either use the wrong glasses or look up at the sun and do some real damage.
Aren't some hospitals giving out some glasses?
They are.
To make sure that
they
they're the
are.
right
And
ones?
so you thought we were doing a scene from Scandal and I was going to interrogate you here? I want to just show you.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, there you go. You're going to answer everything I ask you, Robin, just like they do on Scandal. So these are counterfeit. These are real. I want you to pick up these on the side here. You've got a pair here. This is a real one.
This is the real one?
Now, this is the way that you can tell if you're using real glasses. When you put them on, first of all, let's say in your kitchen, everything should look black. black.
Yeah.
Right? Everything's
Right.
black. Nothing should get through.
Nothing.
If you look at, let's say, a 60 or 100 watt bulb, do you see that filament up there?
Yes.
You can actually look at it.
Uh-huh.
That's how you know these are real.
Oh, yeah, it's really
Ordinarily,
weird.
if you
Yes.
look into this light, Robin. The light bulb.
Look into the light, Caroline.
That's right. So when you see the filament in a bulb, then you know you have to use an unfrosted
Okay.
bulb that
these
they
are
are real.
this is
These
real.
are
Okay.
real. And again, I might go to Charleston and see the eclipse, but people need to be careful.
Because some people feel, well, why don't I just wear my sunglasses?
It doesn't block the UV rays, and again, there are no pain sensors on the back of the eye, so this is not going to hurt you, but it will damage your vision. So take this seriously.
Please do, and you can get full approved list of glasses on our website.
All right, so now we're going to talk quickly about the benefits of having the highest quality product. There's a lot. This isn't even all of them. So you're going to get higher conversion rates, and you're going to get better star ratings and more likely to get positive reviews from people. And then the people who aren't happy with it or it wasn't for them, at least it was high quality, and they're probably not going to leave a negative review and might even leave a positive review even if it wasn't for them, okay? And overall, you're going to have happy customers because you had a high quality product, you served an unserved need. And because you're doing that, you're going to get repeat buyers if you have a repeatable product, or you're going to have people that might even share your product because it was such a good experience. You're going to have higher margins because you can charge a higher price if you have the best quality product, because you should be. If you're the best, charge higher because nobody else is doing it as good as you or serving the unserved needs. Your product's going to last for years because you're getting positive reviews and you're spending your time working on your business and serving people instead of cheating the system, dealing with negative reviews and dealing with returns. Instead, you could just put in that a little bit of extra time up front to make sure you have the best quality, investing a little bit more, but you charge more. So you still make the same amount. You actually make way more money by choosing the highest quality and paying more for your product because you can charge more. It's a very simple thing. Just don't cheap out, and literally everything about the business becomes easier by having the highest quality product. So make sure to put the time into it. A lot of people try to skimp out on this, and they focus on marketing, they focus on ideas, and they never focus on the product. But literally, if you're doing this business, you have one thing: your product. That is it. At the end of the day, put time into this and get the highest quality, serve unserved needs, and make do something different and make the world a better place, and have people. Like, there's people who are out there and may successfully, for short term, have negative or have not the best quality product, maybe even charge higher, and they just focus on marketing tactics and cheating the review system and getting around and cutting corners. But that's not a way to build a business. That's just cheating in the short term, and people almost always suffer from it. If not immediately, they do later. So put in the time, get the best quality product, and I'll show you a little bit of math about how it worked out in my scenario. Okay, so basically there's three things. So here, maybe this is the goggles, this is the glasses, and then these are the cheap glasses from China, okay? So this was the cheapest quality one, and when looking at it, they were selling for about $10, and you would get $4.59 profit back, and it was a 510% ROI. It was really easy. They were all over Amazon, or they were all over Alibaba. It was super fast. Lots of people selling them, made it really easy, and you didn't have to do much work, and it was the shortcut. And a lot of people didn't really do the time to vet and made sure that they had the highest quality. They would just buy stock counterfeits, often counterfeits of my product, and then go and, not get the highest quality product, making sure it was actually safe, actually protected people's eyes, blocked out light. And, it seemed like it was a good, profitable thing. And it was easy. They didn't have to do much work. But they ended up paying with it by getting all of their products taken off of Amazon, like we showed you in that video before. And I want to show you something. Not only did these people get their products taken off Amazon, so, think, oh, well, maybe they made that much money or whatnot. They actually got all of it refunded to the customers. So every single amount of money that they sold got taken away from them. And they had to pay for all of those products. And then there were returns on top of that. So they got double hit. I'm sure there are many people that went bankrupt because they simply didn't put time into getting the quality and making sure that they were making sure people were safe. Now, this is a very rare circumstance. One of the only times I've ever heard of it, other than hoverboards in the history of Amazon. So, but this is just kind of proving the point. If you go ahead and actually invest in the quality of your product, you don't have to deal with this type of stuff. But not only this, like, let's say that this refund wouldn't have happened. I was actually, by spending a little bit more, getting the highest quality product, I was still making a good ROI and making even more per item. But here's the thing, with the hidden part behind this, I was able to rank and stay at the top because, like we said before, I was getting the best reviews. And people would look at the quality of the product and not only the reviews, but the way I'd written my listing, and they know that they were getting a safe one from America that was certified. It was kind of a shady foreign one that wasn't actually going to protect their eyes. So people went with me, and I was able to rank, stay at the top. And then with my Eclipse goggles, when I had differentiated, I was able to rank without having to do much PPC at all or anything. And I had to do like nothing shady, nothing at all. It just sat there and stuck at the top. And people would buy mine over the others when it was literally, for here, they could be getting 6 or 12 for, $12 or $9. And but here, they were only getting one, okay? They were getting one for $30. And they would buy that over getting 12 or 6 for these amounts. Because why did they do that? Well, because it was just the best quality and it served unserved needs. So by doing this, I was able to go and still make a very healthy ROI and net, and I was ranking right at the top and was crushing it with these because I differentiated, had the highest quality product, and didn't have to deal with any of the mess other than the hijackers. That was a massive mess, and it was a very hard experience. But when my product had no hijackers and everything, things were going great. So overall, make sure to invest in high quality. And lots of people counterfeited me because my quality was so great, but they would counterfeit me without the high quality nonetheless. So I hope this proves the point that put in a little bit of extra time and your life becomes much easier down the road. Take a shortcut now and save some time, and you pay a lot later, and you don't even get the payoff that you would if you put up the time up front. So hope you guys enjoyed this, and on to the next video.